finally made it home. Wow, wow, this is the thrill. Welcome to the thrill. Giving you something that's real. Tell me how you really.
What a sweet day, baby.
Baby.
How
What's going on?
are you guys doing today?
It is a beautiful day. It is WrestleMania weekend.
Huge
It is
weekend.
huge weekend, guys. Huge weekend here for the
Huge
wrestling world. You guys already know it is your boy Felix, and we
Hi,
have Robbie
Robbie.
over this
How's
way.
it going? It's all right. We're somewhere in this universe.
There's somewhere floating around in this multiverse, guys. Welcome back to another episode Rated F, where you already know we go and talk about all our movies and these shows we've seen, or even wrestling. And this week, guys, like we've said and on social media,
Huge on
big
wrestling.
weekend. It's a
Big
huge
weekend this
weekend.
weekend. WrestleMania weekend. We have things from ROH. We have shows from AEW. We have WrestleMania, the biggest showcase of them all. But to us, we have a special guest today. In my eyes, he's the biggest part of this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not know him. If you don't know him, respect his name and get to know him. We have the Notorious Ace, JAY XZAVIER from JPW, guys. Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
That's right. That's right. The main man in the place. JPW's main face. It is I, the Notorious Ace, JAY XZAVIER. And I even got a little cup of cafe in my hand. Let's go.
Hey.
There is no doubt in my mind that you represent the island of Puerto Rico.
I tip my cup for that one as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so guys,
sir.
if you don't know this is JAY XZAVIER. He is with the JPW team, guys. Like we've mentioned a lot in the last couple of shows, we do have a big show coming up on this weekend. So if you guys want to go check it out, please come check it out. It is doors open at 1:15, and the start of the show will be around 1:45 to 2 p.m. But please, guys, be there early. Get everything ready for you guys. The Rated F guys will be there as well. Be hosting some of the events there.
Hosting the events, and we will be doing commentary for the live show on the 9th. So be prepared for that.
Mini Ola will be rocking April 9th. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Very excited.
Go. So I want to kind of jump into it, guys. And for a lot of our fans who don't know the Notorious Ace, we want to kind of get some questions, kind of get a little bit of both sides of it. So Notorious Ace, we want to know. So when you're in your match, okay, when you're in your mode, how and what is motivating you in your matches and just throughout the shows?
Well, when I'm in there and I'm in my craft and I'm in the middle of everything that I got to do, I know I got to come out on top. And even if nobody can go undefeated, not everybody is an Undertaker in a WrestleMania, but even when I'm losing or if I'm gonna take the pin, they got me down for the count, I need to look good. At the end of the day, I need to come out of that match and I got to make sure, hey, you did not disappoint. So when it comes to what motivates me is the fact that I'm going to come out of there with all the respect still. So the respect is a big thing about it when I'm in a match or in the ring or even in a segment. I don't care if it's respect from the fans, from the boys in the back, or from my family at home. The respect's got to be there. And when it comes to how it motivates me, it's again, the respect is going to keep pushing me, and the respect that not that I deserve and not that I crave, but what I feel should be coming to a person that has worked so hard. It keeps me going. And titles are great, championships are great, but when you can make a legacy of what you do in the ring and not what's around the waist or over your shoulder, that's more what's important to me.
Ooh, that was actually deep, especially if you're thinking about it in a wrestling community. Everything is about title, the gold. If you ain't got the gold, you ain't got the title, you ain't gonna get the respect. Right. A lot of people build that respect, so you really don't sometimes need it. But when you have that championship kind of holder on your waist or on your shoulder, sitting there saying, like, I'm the man of this division right here. Kind of, it's a different take. I've never really heard anybody else or any wrestler.
When it comes down to it, a lot of people need the title to make them. I want the title to need me. That title needs me to stay relevant. Because without me, no one gives a damn. Straight up.
And Mr. Xavier, first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for taking your
No
time. I know
problem. No
you're a
problem.
very, very busy guy. Um, Next question for you is, out of your, I would say, glorious career that you've had in JPW, even before JPW, uh, what is your most anticipated uh, match?
Most
Because
anticipated
when it
one.
comes to it, it's not necessarily. I see you're huge on respect. You're, as you said just now, you don't need the title. The title needs you. So it's not necessarily your biggest match. I'm talking about your, what was your hungriest opponent that made you be at the top of your game?
Okay. So I like this because it's kind of one question, but it's kind of a two-parter, and I like that because my most anticipated match, like I said, I'm gonna make the title, but I also have to right the wrongs that have happened to me. Now, listen, I don't have the best track record. I was the JPW general manager, and I used my power to get my title. That's fine. But what I did with the title after the fact, you cannot deny. So when I get screwed over the way I feel I did, and you have Drake Adams walking around with that title and doesn't even show up, trust me when I say my most anticipated match is that dumb some bitch right there because he has my title,
Hmm.
my championship, my gold, and I want it back because
It,
then
Amen to
I
that.
make the title important. Now, on the second part of it, because you kind of said what pushes me, I love competition. I love the hunger to give me the hunger. And I'm a big boy and I got a big stomach and I got a big hunger. But when it goes down into that ring, I know one man and one man only in JPW that could push me to my furthest potential. And that is Danny Barnes. Danny Barnes, me and him have run up and down the whole JPW. We are JPW. We made JPW. And we will continue making JPW. And every time we get into that ring, I know no matter what side we're on, whether we're good, whether we're bad, whether we're not on the greatest terms, we are always going to put on one hell of a match.
and that little clip
Love
that I
it.
put up with you and Danny Barnes here, that was one of your earlier matches with each other. Those are really good matches. I remember seeing some of them. You guys really complement each other. So definitely would love to see you guys kind of do it again. And hopefully even with the title on the line, you'd love to see you guys kind of go for it because that definitely can see title in just wrestling in general. Whenever you watch it, when you get the title on the line, it's a little bit extra, little oomph into it. You
Yeah.
get that people that little drive for it. They bring up
Absolutely.
stops you never thought before. And then with Drake Adams, man. So this clip that I kind of brought over here. This clip here is he was kind of talking trash there, sitting there holding on his high horse. Um, but when was the last time was he on the show? I haven't really seen him.
Man, I don't even know. I know that day in and day out, I'm at the place. I'm at the show. Whether, we have a lot of issues and the pandemic hit us hard. I'm not even going to front it. But I show up and I make sure I'm there. And I'm doing more than just showing up and being a body and being a mic and, being a face. And I'm doing a lot more to make sure that these shows get on and these shows are happening because I love JPW and I love pro wrestling. This man claims he does, but I
Amen.
mean, where is he? What's he doing? He wins a title and he leaves. He's not even as big as Brock Lesnar. He got no charisma that I can see. What are you? You're some fake ass Eli Drake, LA Knight, and that's not an insult. That's just a fact of life, plain and simple.
My goodness. Well,
Oh,
judging by that picture, he seems like he may be somewhere drunk in a ditch or somewhere. To me,
Hey,
that does not look like a true champion. My friend, Mr. Xavier, you sound like you ooze championship. You are the championship. As you said earlier, the champion, you don't need a championship. The championship needs you. You make that. Some people, they go through their entire wrestling career chasing things. You want to be chased because you understand your worth. And that is charisma to its fullest. I like that, sir.
and
of
then
course.
so
I do want to real quick. I just want to say I do want to be chased, yes, but remember, I want to be chased because when I'm chased, the fans are happy. We need the fans to come out. We need the fans to be there. We need the fans to love what we do, and how much better than to love when Jay Xavier is being chased for the title, wanted like the most popular dude and the biggest jock. That's what makes money.
Amen. And as you guys see on the bottom of our screen, please check out the show JPW Live, baby, on April 9th. This is going to be a fantastic show. If you can be there, be there. If you can't, tune in.
tune in. We always love to see people jumping on the live stream while we're posted up, guys. This will lead us to another question. This one's a little bit more outside of the JPW world. So we're all wrestling fans. You grew up around it. You see rocking the Bret the Hitman Hart. So you always want to be around it, and you always have your favorite matches. So, Mr. Jay XZAVIER, I want to have a real big question for you. What is your favorite wrestling match? And it doesn't have to be JPW. It could be anything outside of that. WWE, AEW, anything that you kind of caught a liking to.
It's really hard sometimes for me to pinpoint. I mean, one of the things I thrive in being, and outside of what you see in the ring and the craft that I'm building behind the scenes, is always being a student of the game. And when I'm a student of the game, I don't like to pick and choose which match sticks out the most. I like to see everything. Some Eddie Guerrero, some Rey Mysterios, and even in the new age with the Hangman Pages and the Kenny Omegas. I just like to really, be a student of the game and learn from every aspect of professional wrestling, whether that be lucha, strong style, entertainment, or pro wrestling, the indies, whatever. But for the sake of the question, if I have to pick one, I mean, you can't go wrong. 2016 AJ Styles versus John Cena, and not really, it's such a dream match, yes, but it was like two different styles really coming together and really showing that it doesn't matter what style you're used to. It doesn't matter what style that you're into and is your primary, you can always adapt and be great. And John Cena was always known for the 5 moves of death and all that stuff. And AJ Styles was, running hard over there in TNA and Impact and in New Japan and Ring of Honor. So to come into WWE and to not only have that WWE match, but then to take what Cena knows and kind of add a little bit of AJ Styles to it. And I mean, they never left the ring. It was like 25, 30 minutes. They never left the ring because you don't need flippy stuff and you don't need all this stuff. It's great. And don't get me wrong, I love to see it. But those two put on a clinic. And it's a rare thing we can see today with, a lot of hostility between two companies or hostility between the wrestlers in the company. So to really see a TNA guy and then the WWE guy who are at the same time running those companies and then they come together at SummerSlam, I mean, it's an instant classic. And then being a student of the game, you could definitely just pick and choose anything that came out great from there, whether it's storytelling, mat work or anything, just really adapting. And it's going to go down as one of the greatest of all time. You can't deny that.
No, and you're 100% correct. Because I remember watching that match and being like I was in awe, like thinking about that match. You got two guys who ran to their respective company at that time and who were on a high. Now you're having AJ Styles jump shit, come over to WWE and sit in the world that pretty much at this time John Cena built. John Cena ran this at this time. So yeah, no, to see that's great. I mean, if I'm gonna throw a pitch into that, because my favorite WWE match will always be the screw job, because that match was it felt real. And then I think it's the last real time you really watched wrestling and you look at it and go, man, that was a real, even though it kind of really was in a sense being screwed, but as a fan, you don't know that. You're looking at this going like, what just happened? And then now you're hearing years later how things happen, and the animosity from all of that happened. But it was really good because it was a good match. You had two technical wrestlers, and for the first time in a long time, probably the last time you actually ever really saw it, where you looked at it and said, this actually may be real. Like they really may legitimately hate each other. Robbie, I don't know if you have anything you want to add on to it.
Favorite matches. As you guys are talking, I was thinking, and I would say I'm torn for the older school wrestling. I would have to say The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 18 is one of my all-time favorites. Much respect to the first ever ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship with Razor Ramon, the late great Scott Hall, and Shawn Michaels there. So huge story building. Those guys put it all on the line, and they did what it is important for the fans, and that's to entertain them and to give them something that lasts in eternity, and they've accomplished that. For the new age, I would have to say NXT, but NXT Black and Gold.
Ooh.
The ladder match to crown the North American Championship. To me, I could watch that day in and day out. We have EC3, we have Ricochet, we have spot after spot after spot after spot, and then we have, of course, Adam Cole winning that match as a championship. Beautiful match in my eyes. Not to be disrespectful with any other matches that they've had on their cards, but that one sticks in my head pretty well.
No, it makes a lot of sense. That black and gold. I always was a fan. Excuse me, of the NXT black and gold, anyways. So they definitely kind of stole the show for the long run.
Nice. Mr. Xavier, speaking of your matches, especially with the show coming up on the 9th of April, you guys tune in, JPW Live. What is your upcoming match, and what do you expect would be the outcome of such of this event?
So, upcoming match, I mean, obviously I want the Drake Adams match, but that's not going to happen on the 9th, and we all know that. That's the big money match. And we have JPW Chains of Destiny, which is our biggest show of the year, coming in June, and I'm sure I'm gonna be aiming towards that for the championship match. But when it comes to April 9th, I don't give a damn who is in front of me. It's going to be their worst day in their career, because what do I expect? Hands down, I'm going to win. I'm going to beat their ass, and I'm going to prove that I am the number one contender and the only contender in JPW, because sometimes, whether you like me or whether you hate me, you really got to prove and show people that I belong. And if I got to do that against some Joe Schmo, against Perez, against Harley J. Knight, or whether it's Danny Barnes, I don't care. Bring back the old, bring in the new, keep it the same. The result will be the same. And that is a W for your boy, Jay Xavier.
You heard it, guys. Jay Xavier is taking all comers, and that's a shout out to the locker room. If you got the guts, if you have the gall, if you have the drive for your journey, come and show your worth.
You can even say, do you have the cojones to come out here and show it?
None of them do. None of them do. They never have. I'm always going to prove myself. You know, they want to step up. Let's step up. Let's show it how it's done. It's just how it's got to be.
Man, let's get a fan out there. Let's bring someone out there. Let's do like a Santino Morella. Bring somebody out there to jump in. Let's get someone. Let's get this man a competitor.
I'll whoop their ass too. I don't care who. Bring them all. Bring them forward. Let's go. Let's go. Game time. Game time, baby.
I love this guy. Maybe that drunk will leave his AA meeting and show up.
I'll Will Smith the shit out of anybody that comes my way. I don't give a damn. I don't need a Jada.
None do.
None. And I know you've pretty much answered this question. I think most of the show today you pretty much have jumped in and said it. But who, Mr. Ace? Can I call you Mr. Ace?
You can call me what you want. Just don't call me stupid.
So do you full on want a shot at the champion, whether it be April 9th or come June at the Chains of Destiny?
100%. And, you know, we could all see the question down there, and it says, do you want a shot at the champion? And if not, who would be your next opponent? Let's rephrase that, because I am going to be the champion soon. So let's talk about what's next after Drake Adams, because once I beat him, back into irrelevancy. You know, he's going to be irrelevant. Who is he? We don't care. So my next opponent is anybody that wants a shot. We got this Zion Phoenix guy walking around. I remember when he was Archangel. I guess things changed. He got Cliffhanger. Hell, Apollo Jr. is running around JPW. I don't care who you bring. All right? Bring them all. I said it. I want them all. You know? Shit. Let's go to Daytona. I'll pull Dante Marquise Carter coming out, and I'll freaking put a matchup against him. I don't care. Let's go. Bring me everybody, because I am going to be the JPW champion again. It will be undisputed, and at the end of the day, I do not want to lose that, and I'm going to show you day in and day out how I'm not going to lose it. So just give me anybody. I really don't care. Anybody. Bring them.
My goodness.
And I heard you drop a couple of the names of the locker room right there. You know, you got a couple big up and comers. I know we got Cliffhanger, who's came back into the mix of things recently. Apollo Jr., which has been going around. he's been running your show for a little bit as well. So it's good to see, if we can get this match going, man. I would love to see. Let's get Drake into this ring first before we can even start booking.
That's the big thing. That's the big thing. Got to get Drake to show up. I don't know what I got to do. I'll buy a 12-pack, a 24-pack, a 36-pack, a 48-pack. Bring his ass over to the arena. Bring his ass over to the ring. We got our own ring now. This is JPW. It's a new era. And God damn it, you got to show up. And you got to be the damn champion. Because when you're the champion, you represent the company. Right now, you representing it like a piece of shit. Plain and simple.
I mean, this shot here kind of looks making him look like a drunk champion. Looking there,
it seems like he just collected another token from his AA meetings. I don't know what champion this man is, but if you have anything to say from this interview, I would take it that you're calling out Drake Adams. Be 100%. A champion. Be a man. Respect not only Jay Xavier, but respect JPW. I would say first and foremost, April 9th, if you have any guts whatsoever, Mr. Drake Adams, I don't know his name, but it doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't. But show up. Show up if you have any goals. Don't just wait until June. What's going to happen in June? You wait a whole year? I don't think so. This is business. This seems very, very, very important. And if you have the respect for the brand, show up. You have to fight. It doesn't seem like you want to, but show up.
100%. I mean, 100% on that, guys. And, April 9th, we keep mentioning it up, guys. This weekend, it is another, we have this show coming up. You're going to see the Notorious Ace there. So amongst the other names we have just mentioned today. So let's bring them up. Let's bring some love, show some attention to it, guys. We will be streaming it here as well through a YouTube channel, and as well through the JPW channel. So you guys want to check this out, guys. We definitely think it's going to be a big show. It's a big lead up. This is, Mania weekend, things go big. And it's in Texas. Well, what better way to say we go big? But we're in Orlando, Florida. So we're going to check this out there.
Yes, everything is bigger in Texas, but everything is more fun right here in Florida. Florida man says it best. I don't give a damn. Let's make it fun. Let's make it happen, and let's just bring everybody out. Come on, man. I want everybody out there. I want all the support, all the love. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at the JAY XZAVIER, spelled the way that you see it spelled here. You got at JourneyPW. Make sure you use the hashtag follow our journey, because this is a journey you don't want to miss. The train's going, and there may be a second train, but it ain't going to the same destination. This is a one destination train, and we are going to the top. I'm not Cameron Grabs. I'm not going to the moon.
My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jay Xzavier, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your busy day. I know you're prepping for your matches. I know you have a lot of business in the background to do. Just want to say thank you for your time. And ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it here. You've heard it first. April 9th. JPW Live. Tune in. We'll be streaming in and we'll have it live, baby. Very, very much live. If you can make it out there, please. You will not want to miss this show. And as we are in WrestleMania weekend, please enjoy your weekend. Please be safe. I know there'll be a lot of events going back and forth. You like to drink and be merry, drink responsibly, be safe with your families, but enjoy this wrestling weekend. Is a big events that we have coming up. It is not over yet. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jay Xzavier from JPW.
Thank you guys. Honored to be here, and I am more than welcome to want to come back and keep this rolling, because JPW is not the only place that Jay Xzavier can be the Notorious Ace.
Hey, there we go. All right, guys. So it's pretty much all we got going on today for you guys. But please, as always, would love for you guys to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as the JPW channel, so you can get more updates. Please, we wanted you to hit that little bell that's there, subscribe to it, and always stay in the loop. You never know. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter. We'll be posting a lot more information there for any upcoming episodes. And then, like always, guys, we want to know what you guys want to talk about. Bring that into us. Jump onto it. Jump into the channel. Jump into even their channel. Let them know. Say, hey, we want you guys to talk about, and let us know. We would happily do it for you guys. All right, guys. As always, I'm your boy Felix.
This has been Robbie.
And the Notorious Ace, Jay Xzavier.
Wonderful.
All right, guys. Till next
Love this guy.
time.
Until next time, guys, take care.
Wow, this is the thrill. Welcome to the thrill. Giving you something that's real. Tell me how you really feel. Now that you're hearing the thrill. I was all on my own. Now we're looking made it home. Wow, this is